Hello guys and welcome to today's episode, where today, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be talking about 7 features that actually almost broke the game. So this is going to be really fun. Now real quick before we get ourselves into this, these 7 features have not been placed in any order whatsoever, so you guys can place them in whatever order you want to. And that being said, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on post notifications to be notified every single time I upload a video. Be sure to comment something down below in the comment section. I respond to every single one of those. And finally, please be sure to go ahead and check out my Twitter profile where I do post every single day. Now that being said, let's get ourselves into the video. Okay, so let's kick it off with number 1, which is going to be spell looting. Now by the way, if you guys don't know what I mean by spell looting, well basically what I mean by that is a few months ago, actually I believe that was maybe even a year ago from the day this video has been posted online, maybe a year ago, something like that, you were able to drop a lightning spell on the elixir storages, on the gold storages, and on the dark elixir storage. Basically anything that had loot, you could drop in the lightning spell and even the earthly spell and get yourself the loot from that storage. And now it's not possible any longer, and that is so good. I'm so glad that Supercell did finally end this, because this was so annoying. You would get attacked so many times and all the enemy attacker would do is drop 5 lightning spells on your dark elixir storage and you would lose like 3,000 dark elixir. I mean, just think about that. Think about that, because you go ahead, go into battles, try stealing all of that dark elixir, all that gold and the normal elixir, and then your enemy just comes and just drops 5 lightning spells and he literally steals every single drop you had worked so hard for about 2 or 3 attacks maybe sometimes. So that was so annoying, and that almost broke the game, because many players I bet have quit because of that only reason. Now that is something that was really annoying, so glad Supercell actually removed that. Let's move on towards the next fact. So the next one is the Santa surprise spell. Now you guys maybe were wondering, why is this in my list of the top 7 things that actually almost broke the game? Because actually I think that was in December where we got the Santa surprise spell back, and it was just awful. I mean, every single player was complaining it was too weak and all that stuff, so you guys may be a little bit confused. So let me explain. Basically at the very beginning of Clash of Clans, when Clash of Clans first came, I think 1 year later, something like that, Supercell decided to bring the Santa surprise spell, and they wanted to have it as a permanent spell. So basically a spell that would be in the game forever, but they realized it was so overpowered. I mean, I don't really know what it did, but I know there are many complaints, there were many complaints, and the Santa surprise spell was just the most overpowered spell. I mean, you would drop it on the village, and I don't know if it could take out a town hall, but I mean, for it to be so overpowered, probably that was one of the reasons. So Supercell then after decided to actually delete it from the game, to erase it from the game, and since then we've only seen it as a spell we could have for like a week, I believe in December, that was December 2016, and yeah, but anyways, the Santa surprise spell almost broke the game, believe it or not. So that being said, let's move on towards the third fact. So the third one right here is the sell option. Now yes, some of you again may be wondering, what am I talking about? How have I come up with all of these weird things? Santa surprise spell, sell option, and yes, believe it or not, there used to be a sell option in Clash of Clans. You could literally buy anything you wanted and then later sell it. Imagine being able to buy the Inferno Tower and then literally sell it if you think you don't need it, which I don't really know why you would do that, but for the Inferno Tower specifically I mean. But imagine being able to sell your clan castle. That would just be hilarious. There is a player, although there was a player actually, who had actually sold all of his storages. So that was basically, it's like an impossible thing now. You must have these storages. There's no way for you to not have a single storage. But there was one player who actually didn't have a single storage. I think you guys may know him. I don't remember his name, but he is all over YouTube. Galadon has posted about him, Smithy has posted about them, even I think General Tony may have posted about them. All of these big YouTubers have posted about that one player, so be sure to go ahead and check those videos out if you haven't already. But yeah, imagine being able to sell your buildings. That would just be absolutely incredible. That would be pretty hilarious, heroes, but I think that would, on the other hand, kind of break the game. Okay, but that being said, let's move on towards the fourth thing, which is the poison spell. So you guys, yes, the poison spell. So basically, when the poison spell was first introduced to the game, what you would do is you would drop the poison spell on the enemy clan castle troops, but the difference from the poison spell then and now is that the poison spell then, back in the day, you would drop it and the clan castle units from the enemy clan castle would not move out of the way. So you would basically drop in the poison spell, you could have the enemy clan castle lured out in a corner, and you could drop in that poison spell without dropping in any heroes, any troops whatsoever. So that was so overpowered. Basically, that is basically it. I mean, it was just overpowered in general. You could just drop in the poison spell and that was it. Whereas now you have to drop in your heroes, you have to drop in some sort of troop for the clan castle troops, for the enemy clan castle troops to actually stay within the range of the poison spell, because if you don't drop anything besides the poison spell, the troops are actually going to move out of the way. They're going to move out of the way and they're not going to be damaged any longer. So that is something that I'm so glad Supercell actually worked on and managed to improve on. So that was a really good fix. Supercell did props to them. And yeah, let's move on towards the next thing. So the next one right here is something that wasn't exactly a feature, and I believe it may still have not been fixed. It's actually rather more of a glitch, and this is called the unlimited hero range. So basically what would happen, I'm so sure some of you guys have seen this before. If you have, please be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. But basically you would be in war, for example, you would do your war attack, and then the barbarian king would be like the final hero alive. The arch queen is already dead, for example, and you have the barbarian king. You have a couple of more defenses to go. For example, you're attacking with hog riders, and the barbarian king would be on the left hand side of the base, let's say. So on the very left of the base, just imagine a base, and just imagine the barbarian king being on the very left side of the base. So basically, if you would drop a hog rider on that side of the base, and the hog rider would somehow manage to move on towards the right hand side of the base, the barbarian king would literally follow your hog rider out of his actual range, and he would basically have an invincible unlimited range. He would do circles around the base, he would just go anywhere he wanted to. As long as there were units alive in the base, the barbarian king and even the archer queen would actually just move out of the way, and they would have an unlimited range. Now, I don't know if Supercell has fixed this. I have not seen this in a very long time, so I'm assuming they have fixed this, but this was something that literally ruined so many war attacks. I know so many people who got like a 99% or 98% because of the barbarian king and archer queen having their unlimited range. So I'm so glad Supercell may have fixed it, not 100% sure, so please do not think that it's fixed. I don't exactly know if it is fixed, but yeah, that being said, let's move on towards the final two facts about the top 7 things that almost broke the game. So the next one right here is town hall sniping. So I know many of you guys are actually disappointed that town hall sniping got ruined by Supercell, that basically Supercell deleted that option, because nowadays you are not allowed to do it. I mean, you're allowed to do it, but then it literally doesn't really make sense. You are basically forced to put your town hall in the center of the base, which in my opinion is a good thing, because otherwise there would be so many people that would actually only snipe the town hall to get trophies, whereas now you actually need to put in some strategy, because back in the day you literally needed no strategy whatsoever. You could drop 5 barbarians, 5 archers, your king, your queen, whatever, and you could take the town hall and take away like 10 trophies from your enemy attacker, and the enemy wouldn't really care, because all he wanted is to protect his loot, and all he wanted is for you to take the town hall and leave, quit the battle, because you would get the victory, and all you wanted was the trophies. And basically I'm so happy that Supercell actually did remove that, because it is just so much better now that you have to actually think of how to attack. The town hall may be in the center of the base, it may be an anti 3-star base, you may lose some attacks, win some attacks. It's more of a strategy game now, so I'm so happy Supercell actually did fix this. And yeah, moving on towards the final one here. So the final thing in my list right here is the engineered bases. Now some of you guys may actually disagree, but just hear me out for a second here. So if you do think about it, engineered bases have kind of ruined the game, and Supercell are still trying to fix it. Still to this day they are trying to fix it, and it is actually pretty funny that Supercell hasn't managed to do this, because they made the game and they didn't even realize that engineering was possible, and to be be honest, it's kind of difficult to stop it. I mean, I wouldn't know how to stop engineering. I think it's kind of impossible to do because of the fact that Supercell has added so many features within the game. If they were to remove some other features, for example, they could be able to do that, but if not, then it's really difficult. And the reason engineering is actually really bad is because in war you get matched up against engineered bases, and basically what an engineered base is a town hall. Like let's take a town hall 8 for example. So a town hall 8 would have low level defenses but really high level troops. Or let's take a town hall 11 actually. So he would have just a couple of defenses, not even a lot of defenses. Some engineered bases don't even have any engineered bases, but they would get matched up against like town hall 8 or town hall 9. So basically imagine this: town hall 8 versus town hall 11. Who is going to win the battle? Obviously the town hall 11, and that is with every single one of the members from that enemy clan. So it's really difficult beating engineered clans, and Supercell is still, again to this day, trying to fix the engineered bases, and it is so difficult. So many players have been complaining about this, even YouTubers have done complaints about this. It's just a mess. So I don't really know how engineering would be fixed. If you guys do have any sort of ideas of how that could be fixed, please be sure to let me know down below in the comment section, or go onto the forums and actually let Supercell themselves know. So that being said, you guys, that was basically my top 7 list about the features that almost broke the game within Clash of Clans. Let me know down below in the comment section which one of these features was the best feature that Supercell actually removed, and which one of these features would you like to see return to Clash of Clans if that were possible. So that being said, I'd like to end the video here. So if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, please be sure to let me know down below in the comment section what I just told you. Now if you haven't already, but you do enjoy my content, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel for daily videos. And with all that being said, guys, my name is of course Asascha, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.